JJ Barnes and welcome back to another episode of Creative Writing Advice. If you don't know me, my name's JJ. I am the author of How to Write a Story, which is available on Amazon, as well as other books. I also have a film and a TV show in production. I write a writing advice blog, and I'm over here on YouTube bringing you the writing advice that I have learned through my career, things that I have found helpful, and hopefully I'll be able to help bring more stories into the world by making you guys better and more confident writers. So this episode, I'm going to do something just a little bit different because I recently had a disagreement on Twitter with another writer, a blue tick writer, someone very successful, quite famous. And he disagreed with me posting advice for people who are struggling to write, struggling with writer's block, things like that, because he said that I'm enabling people who are lazy and kind of giving people excuses not to bother writing. So what I wanted to do this episode was to address that. I'm not going to be giving names and making anything personal, just the concept of why I want to do this. I want to talk about why I like giving you writing advice, what drives me, what I'm doing, because I think it's important. So I'll first address the idea that if you need support and encouragement to get through writer's block or any problems you're having with your writing, why I don't think you're lazy, and why if you are just being lazy, I'm okay with it. So I do genuinely believe that writer's block is something that can affect you. And I have seen lots of people say it's not. A lot of people have said it's made up, it's fake, it's an excuse, it's laziness. And I've seen that a lot. So it's not just one random opinion. I disagree. And I know a lot of people who watch these and read my advice and things disagree. I have been affected by writer's block for a number of reasons. I have had my writing damaged by my confidence when I have felt insecure about not just my writing, but my life. If I'm feeling insecure in general, it can stop me writing. And it's something that I have had to work out how to move through. I've also been blocked if I just can't figure out what I'm doing. And that's why a lot of these videos about how to structure your story, your characterization techniques, things like that, will help you with writer's block. Because if you don't know how to move forwards, if you feel trapped by your story and aren't sure what to do, you can get blocked. So hopefully these techniques that I'm giving you, tips I'm giving you, will help with that in general. But I do think that if you can't figure out how to get your story from where it is to where you want it to go, it can block you. And I am not going to judge you for struggling with that. So I do believe it. I do think it's something you can work through. And especially if you're a new writer, if you aren't very experienced and you're stuck, I think that it's a really positive thing to do to help people through it. And the other thing is that you could be lazy, right? And I have been lazy at times in my life too, because sometimes you just overtired. You're overtired and you might love something, truly and passionately love something and want to do it, but you are just done, right? If you are watching these videos or reading the blogs and have not started writing, or you kind of want to write but you're not driven enough to right now, that's fine. That's not me enabling you to not write. That's you needing to not write at the minute. And if you don't want to write, but you still love writing, and you're still passionate about writing, and you still are fascinated by the subject of writing, you're welcome. You don't owe anybody anything. I'm not going to test you and see if you've written enough words today. I'm here because I love stories, and you guys are here because you love stories, and some of you want to write them, and some of you are just fascinated by them and want to understand them more. You're welcome. I don't mind if you're not writing. I don't care. So that is my point with that. If you don't want to write but you love stories, welcome. If you do want to write but you're stuck or drained or struggling, welcome. I hope I can help. So the other point I wanted to talk about was, why do I do this? Why am I particularly driven and care so much about writing advice? I grew up in a home that was very loving and good. Like, this isn't a sob story, believe me. My family are great people. But it was a home of people who were very scientific. My mother is a doctor, my brother is a scientist, and my father is a builder, and he was very mathematical. So he understands angles and facts and figures and things like that. And I am not at all like that. I was always obsessed with story. And however much your people around you can be loving and supportive, if you're the only person in your little world with a brain that works in the way your brain works, it can be quite isolating and lonely. And there was points all the time I was writing, because I was writing when I was a child. I used to draw cartoon stories before I could write proper stories, and when I could write proper stories, I was writing short stories, I was trying to write books. I was obsessed with writing stories. And there was times in my life I could have used somebody who was more experienced than me in writing stories to talk to me, ask me what I'm writing about, and then ask me why I'm stuck on something, or talk to me about what choices I've made and how they can either be grown and developed or changed to make them work better. And I had nobody. I was quite alone in my obsession. And I think the world is so full of people who are like me and like you. Obviously, you're here, you're one of me. But it was not always easy to find them. And people need that. They need the community of people like them. And I think if you are surrounded by people like you and have a network of people like you, you can thrive. And I have found that since I found people who think like I do and as obsessed with story as I am, I have thrived. I have made leaps forward, both with my confidence and the quality of my writing and my storycraft. So I'm here because I didn't have it and I want to give it to you. I want to bring people and their love of stories and find ourselves all together so we can all do that and all share that, because I needed it. I needed that and I didn't have it. I had very loving, caring parents, and my brother is my best mate and my ma is my best mate. Like, I wasn't alone, but I was alone because I was the only person like me. So now I'm not, and now you're not. So that's why I'm here. I just wanted to talk about it because I struggle with the idea that being supportive and encouraging and helpful to people who need it can be in any way negative, and I strongly disagree. So thank you very much for watching another one of my videos. I know this wasn't writing advice exactly, but I hope you take something from it anyway. I hope you take from it that it's okay sometimes to struggle, it's okay sometimes to need a break, and you're not alone in the world as a story brain person. You're not alone. Like, I'm here, lots of us are, and we're all talking about our love of film and book and TV and story in general and growing together. So thank you for watching. Please, if you subscribe to my channel, you'll get notifications when I put a video out, which will normally be a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday at 9:30 in the morning. You can also go to my website, which is jjbarnes.co.uk, and over there you'll find links to my blog where I'm doing lots of different writing advice over there too, as well as my books and things that I'm writing for fiction as well. Drop a comment below, talk to me about your writing network, your writing community. Come and talk to me on social media. Let's all embrace one another and what we do. Thank you very much. Bye.